My name is Leslie Bryan,
My name is Jessica Egerton.
and this is our testimony.
I originally met Leslie because I started dating her brother after high school. We dated all through college, and then after college, we ended up getting married.
I just remember when he just had this big smile. It was just sweet. You could tell that she was special and that his feelings for her were so unique. My senior year of high school, I met Justin Bedsole. We just kind of grew closer and closer, and then we got engaged right after Alan and Jessica got married, and then we're married over spring break while we were in school at Auburn. Both Alan and Justin were at a really good place spiritually, I would feel like. Probably both of them the best that they had ever been.
Alan had a really close relationship with God, and he would tell me who he was praying for, and that he was praying that they would accept Jesus as their Savior.
Their constant sense of direction was always pointed back at Christ.
I was working as a nurse at the hospital, and Alan was working for his family company. Justin, Leslie's husband, started working as well.
Alan and Justin were riding together every day to work.
Alan felt like he was looking out for him. He felt like he had a little brother that he was like kind of bringing to work with him to teach.
They were close with each other.
Yes. It was May 30th, 2008. And it just so happened that we were all together, myself, Leslie, and her mom and dad, and we were waiting for Justin and Alan to come home. And they were a little late, so we started calling them, and there was no answer. So we got in the truck together. We started driving their route to work, thinking maybe they had a flat tire or they were broke down or something and just didn't have a signal. I just remember feeling like the closer and closer we got, it was a quieter car ride.
Yeah.
And you just sensed something was wrong, even though you didn't know what you were about to see.
We don't know what happened. We really don't know at all, but just saw a bunch of blue lights in the distance, and the truck was over in the ditch. They had hit a tree, and it had flipped around, and neither one of them were there. In that moment, I think you don't know what to do, and I just can remember that we got in the middle of that road, and we prayed, and my dad kind of led us in prayer, and I think that bringing it back to Christ in such a dark time really set the tone in a way for how we were able to manage that.
The biggest thing for me that instantly hit me was everything I had planned, everything I thought. I was just starting my life. We had been married a year, just started my career, and then everything that I thought was gonna happen and play out, it was over.
My belief system of who God was really was challenged because I thought that we were all like Christian couples doing what God wanted and serving Him and trying to make Him a priority. I had to refocus on who God was in my life and why did I serve Him. We don't serve God just to get a picture-perfect fairy tale. We serve God in the highs and lows, and we know that this isn't the end. The church just stepped in and showed God's love to us, in a really, really dark moment.
Our church family is in the background doing everything for us. We had a joint funeral for them, had their funeral at Pathway. Massive amount of people came.
I can remember saying, do we want to have an altar call or do we want to use this as an opportunity? And we're like, of course, and I'm so thankful because over 100 or so people came forward and accepted Christ.
To see the people that Alan had said, I have been praying for this person, I've been praying for this person, and then they're there. It was like a mini revival.
Their impact didn't end at that wreck. It didn't end on the scene of the accident. It went, and it's still going.
I never, ever would imagine that we would be where we are today. But not having a relationship with Christ, I honestly do not know how you could get through something like that at all. It wasn't easy, and I, questioned God a lot, but I'd say in the end, during that time, it was the closest I had ever been in my relationship with God, and makes me who I am today. I don't know that I would still be I don't know that I would be the person I am if I had not experienced that tragedy and all at such a young age. It wasn't for me to decide. It was God's plan for our life.
From a parent perspective, the goal of heaven is even more real. I want to make sure my kids have their life right. As soon as they can get it and understand, He really is in that much control.
I felt like I would never find love again, didn't want to. God delivered, and He brought James to me and Blake to Leslie, and I can say that they are the perfect men for us. Our babies don't know the story yet. They're too young to grasp that, but what they do know is that they have a lot of people that love them.
God really is faithful, and He really did restore, and Blake and James are so special. They did not replace Alan and Justin, but God did restore that love and future and hope and happiness again.
If our story can help even one person to let them know that yes, there's hope. You can find love again and, be happy.
No matter what your struggles are, just keep coming back to God. Just keep coming back to God. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on God. God ultimately has a plan, and just to relax in His grip and relax in His promises that He is in control. We all have a destination, and it's up to us to decide where we end up.